Guys, in this video I'm actually going to be showing you how to install a new hard drive in a laptop. This is a laptop that I've had for a few years and it is still a real good machine. However, the hard drive has gotten to the point where it is failing and it has really slowed the machine down as far as the performance. And it's obviously the hard drive with the errors and things it's been giving me. So what I'm going to do is actually replace the factory hard drive that came in it with a Samsung 860 EVO. This is a full SSD drive. I will actually put a link to this particular drive down in the description. This is a 500 gig, and of course they have various sizes. The 500 gig is what I decided to go with for this laptop. And this is a lot faster than your traditional hard drives. The SSD drives are just 2 to 3 times as far as the speed, as far as reading and writing. They're much faster. And that was one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and step up to the SSD. Now what we're going to do is to break the laptop apart. It's very simple for this particular machine. There's just a few screws here that I need to take out. And once I take those out, this panel will pop right out of the way. So what I'm going to do now is actually pause the video and take the screws out. I'm going to be using a PC repair toolkit, and I've had this thing for years, and I will put a link to this down in the description as well. It's something that is great if you have to do any kind of PC repair. You can do virtually everything to the hardware of a computer with one of these kits, and they're very affordable, so just check the link down below. So what I'm going to do is just take these screws out, and then we will pop the back off and get this hard drive replaced. Once you take the screw out on this side of this particular machine, you just take a screwdriver and pop underneath there, and this whole back will just lift up out of the way. You don't want to be too rough with it to break it, but they come off fairly easy. And you can see here we have, of course, the memory if we wanted to upgrade the memory or change the memory. And right here is our culprit. This is the original hard drive that came in this machine, and this is what we're going to be replacing. So what I need to do is to remove these 4 screws and then simply unplug the hard drive from this particular machine. You want to keep your screws together. You can see that there is a difference in the length on some of these screws, so you don't want to get those mixed up. Once you have those screws out, carefully lift up the hard drive. This one has a small plastic backing that will give me a little something to grip while I lift up. So just pull it up slightly. You can see the cable here that plugs into the hard drive. You need to carefully pull that cable out. Try not to damage it, or you will have to replace it. It simply unplugs like that, and note the orientation of this one. Now the only thing we're going to do next is to remove the cradle that this hard drive is in and put it on the new one. Once you take your hard drive out of the box, all you get is the manual and of course the drive itself. And note the orientation of your plugs, and you need to install it to where it is going to match the orientation of the hard drive that came out, and you can see here this is going to be the orientation for this particular drive, and we will simply mount it in the cradle and then just plug it right back in. Once you get the screws removed from the mounting bracket, it will simply slip right off of the original hard drive just like that. Again, remember your orientation and place the new hard drive in the exact same orientation as the one you removed. Now all I have to do is simply put the screws back in and reinstall this back into my laptop. And then we just reinstall the screws same way that we took them out. They drop right down into position. Tighten them up. A new hard drive can significantly improve the performance of a computer. That's one of the biggest problems that a lot of machines have, is the way that the hard drive will write and read information. You can have a fast processor, a lot of memory, but if you have a slow hard drive, your computer is not going to perform as well as it could. Now that we have got the new hard drive installed, we're simply going to put the back onto the computer, and it simply just drops right back in place. Press it down firmly till it snaps all the way around, just like that. Now these do have a pretty stiff snap on them on most of the laptops, just depending on your model. And once I get all that done, simply put the last screw back in, and we will be reinstalling Windows on this machine. That I'm going to do in another video. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. And again, guys, please check out the links down below if you are looking for a good hard drive for your laptop or your desktop. These are, in my opinion, a great value. The Samsungs, Samsung is generally known for their quality, and the SSD hard drives are, again, much better than your standard hard drives. Check the links down below. Also check out the toolkit. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you next time.